Kid and Play versus DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Who was more versatile for all around entertainment? This is a good question because I got asked this recently. And I think that when you think about it, Kid and Play predated, well, they were around the same time, but it's like they were more like seen as a duo. Um, you know, and what I mean by that is they were seen more as a pair because remember the movies kicked in first, if you remember the cartoon, the TV cartoon, you know. Um, and yet, I think it's because Will just had to have an appeal for it being the Fresh Prince, DJ Jab, that he just happened to have appeal. He just happened to what people really took a because the songs were accessible, which didn't hurt, and he had accessible, and he was sometimes it comes down to charisma. People can sit there and talk about this or that, but sometimes it's just the camera hits you, and that's what it comes down to. Now, Kid and Play though, asking me who was more of a valuable duo, I'd have to say them. I know Jazzy Jeff DJing, and he's a very respected DJ. Much respect to him, and he was on some episodes of Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and but he never had the kind of personality together, you know. Uh, but he was an asset, obviously, to Will Smith's career, no doubt. But they weren't seen as a dynamic duo. That's why they split them apart, and Will Smith ended up getting the movie roles, etc., and became a $20 million man and the solo career and all that. Kid and Play, they were together. That was really like they syncopation. The dances that they did together, hairstyles, the drip, the whole nine. So they were probably more of a valuable duo. But it's a good question, who's a more valuable duo? Now, do you want to be a more valuable duo, or do you want to have that one cat that's part of your duo that's the it, you know? So it's an interesting comment. And I mention these two because I'm talking about TV, movies, merch, you know. And they were marketable in different ways. Because you gotta remember the whole house party movies that was going on. I mean, Ken Play was doing things. Yeah. Had a whole I think after Will did 6 Degrees Separations and Made in America, it took Will as far until he did Independence Day and then Men in Black. It took a while for his solo career to hit like his solo movie career. Where Kid and Play had already been in House Party 3 or 5 or 8 by then. And they had another one that was a broke off. They had that one class act. I remember Kid and Play movies like Left and Right. So I think them together were a more valuable duo. But obviously, you remember more about Will Smith's incredible career solo, and then of course Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince had a career. But you remember because musically, Kid and Play ain't gonna hurt nobody, and they were still putting out cuts. That's up to the early '90s. They still had a little bit of a career musically. Um, they still had a little bit of a career going on, but the movies were big, and DJ Jazzy Fresh Prince. I remember Code Red when they were with Teddy Riley, and then they went, and then of course Will's career went solo because that thing had kind of faded, so that's why they pushed it. So anyway, it's a good question because asking who's a more valuable duo, um, is an interesting question, and it got me thinking. So I thought I would ask this closest question: DJ out of Kid and Play, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, who was a more valuable duo all around entertainment? Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share the video if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.